Hello, welcome to my channel, Another Bibliophile Reads. My name is Greg, and I am on the case to read 100 books that I already own before buying another book. And I have just finished book number 97, and that was an audiobook of The Dain Curse by Dashiell Hammett. People who know my channel will know that I really love audiobooks. I will praise them to no end, and I think they are just as equivalent to reading as picking up a print book. Slightly different, but just as equivalent. And I'm going to say something about this audiobook, The Dain Curse. The cover for this audiobook is just plain old boring. I'm reading a pulpy novel. It should have pulpy covers. So, as I describe this book, I'm just going to intersperse some pulpy covers of this book in this video, just because I love pulpy covers. In The Dain Curse, you have the Continental Op out of San Francisco. He describes himself as 40-ish and fat. And he has been sent to a house to work on a case. He discovers a diamond in the grass because he's on a case to find out what happened to some stolen diamonds for insurance purposes. Sounds like a boring case, except for that diamond in the grass. Well, it does not stay boring for long. The man who has the diamonds is not the original owner, but he's working on them for scientific purposes, to colorize diamonds. But the case gets stranger. He meets the daughter, Gabrielle. She's young, 20-ish, a bit of a wild girl, as they would say, in those times. And slowly but surely, as the Continental Op, who was never named, searches for the stolen diamonds, things start to happen, such as the man who had the diamonds winds up dead with a bullet in his head. Apparently suicide. He's written a suicide note. Is it suicide? Continental Op says no. And then he solves the case. And you're only third of the way through the book, and you're going, well, that's kind of quick. Well, then the case of the Dains, because the girl is Gabrielle Dain, and you learn that she has a curse on her. I won't go into too much more detail, but there is a second part of the story of a religious cult. And I have to say, I love that religious cult. It's very cynical about religion. And people who are cynical about religion, that makes me happy. And then he solves that case about 2/3 of the way through the book. And he go on to a third case involving Gabrielle Dain and her curse. And you know something? It's a lot of fun. I don't know if this is considered Hammett's best work. I don't think it is. I think The Maltese Falcon is probably better. The Thin Man is probably better. Red Harvest? The first book with the Continental Op? I don't know. That's a bit of a toss-up. I think some people will go with Red Harvest. I kind of like The Dain Curse. I like Gabrielle Dain. She is a bit of a wild woman. And who does not like reading about wild women? They can be a lot of fun. And as for Hammett, I think he is a very solid detective writer. He was one of the first. He is a creator of the hard-boiled detective genre. And it shows. He's just a fantastic book, this was. At least I think so. And that is where we're going to leave it, because I think people should go out and read The Dain Curse. They should read Red Harvest. They should read The Maltese Falcon and all other Dashiell Hammett, because he is an author that is well worth reading. And as for the pulpy covers, I'm going to end with this one. The girl in a diaphanous nightdress. Kind of naughty, but it fits very well with the character of Gabrielle Dain. Thank you for watching, and keep on reading.